Perfect. It started. So, first of all, hello everyone. So, thank you so much for joining, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, based on your location, wherever you're joining from. So, this is our 10th event on in our CRMA Tableau user group, and this session would be all about our the modern data stack that we are hearing a lot in at present times, I would say. We are hearing the buzzwords of Tableau Next, Semantics, Data Cloud. What is the future of CRM Analytics? What is the future of other Tableau products, I would say. So all those would be covered in this session. So right from basics like what is Tableau Next, then what is Semantics, how they combine and we have a powerful duo, I would say, and how they can how it is integrated with Salesforce Data Cloud as well as Agentforce, and also we're going to see in action as well. So, welcome you all, first of all, in this session. A quick introduction. My name is Naveen Aswani, and I'm a co founder at Cloudily. I'm based in Dubai. And also, my role is data architect over here. And also, I am a proud CRM Analytics ambassador as well. I have a co speaker with me, Santhani. So, I would like you to introduce yourself and you can go forward from that as well.
Thanks, Naveen. This is Sayanthani, as Naveen said. Uh, I work at Conservice in US as a senior data scientist. I have been working in CRM Analytics for the last 8+ years, and also I'm a Tableau ambassador, just like Naveen. And other than hosting meetups with Naveen once in a while, I also do CRM Analytics meetups for US. Okay,
Perfect.
next slide, Naveen. So our agenda today is why modern analytics needs a smarter foundation, and Naveen already gave you a snapshot on why that is needed. What is Tableau Next? Of course, we are here to hear all about Tableau Next and what the features are. What's the semantic layer? If you're coming from the world of Tableau data prep or CRM analytics recipes, you will love this part of semantics layer. Architecture overview, and then what is the future of Tableau products and CRM analytics? It's a question which has been on everyone's mind since Tableau Next was announced. And in short, nothing is going away, is what I can tell you off the top. Real world benefits of using the products, and of course, then we have Q&A and anything else you guys want to discuss. Next slide. Okay, why do we need the modern analytics, and why does it need to be a smarter foundation? So analytics is powerful, of course, we all know that, because if you're looking just at a spreadsheet, there's nothing you can come out with that, right? It will be very difficult, especially if it's not 10 rows or 100 rows, but if you're looking at millions and millions of rows, as is the real world use case. So you cannot do anything if you don't have any proper governance, because you have users who, some of them, if you're doing hierarchical management, you're doing territory management, or you have cases where some users get to see some part of the data and some users don't get to see the rest of the data. So clarity needs to be there. You need to know who sees what, who gets to see what, who gets to edit what. Most of the modern tools that exist out there today, they fall short in some way or the other, and otherwise you have to go and learn a whole new language to do it. Let's say you want to do D3JS, you have to be very strong in doing in JavaScript to even understand how D3JS works before you can create everything on your own. What CRM Analytics or Tableau Next does is it gives you a UI based experience. So most of your work can be done through UI, until and unless you really want to go behind the scene and code in a very, you need to code. So CRM Analytics as well as Tableau both use SQL. CRM Analytics also has SQL. If you're coming from the world of CRM Analytics, you know what Salesforce Analytics query language is. So those all are there. More so, the data access can make analysis very slow and inconsistent at times. You can, if you're using AI generated insights only, and you're not if there's no human involvement in there, you can the business nuances you can miss. You won't understand what is coming from one to the other, or there can be things that there's a correlation but the data is telling you there's no correlation. Those are the kind of things that you don't always get just if you're using AI generated so Tableau Next is bringing the best of both worlds. It's not saying just use AI, it's also saying be present, know your data, and then create what you want to do. Next slide. Of course, this is Naveen's quote, I guess. We don't just need more data, we need better answers. We always need better answers. We have a huge amount of data. Data is not going to stop anytime soon, and it shouldn't either, right? That's our bread and butter. But we need better answers from the data. It needs to speak the same language. It cannot be incoherent, as we have seen in a lot of cases. Next slide. Okay, meet the Power Duo. It's Tableau Next plus Tableau Semantics. So what this does is it gives you one single platform. You don't have to jump between multiple platforms. Even with CRM Analytics, you open new tabs when you are going to the recipes. This one has one single platform. It's everything is within the Lightning app of Salesforce. You actually don't have to go anywhere else. You create your own. You create a workspace like we in CRM Analytics. You do a app. So you create a workspace similar to that. Everything resides inside the workplace, including your data layer, which is the semantics layer, which Naveen is going to talk about in detail, and your dashboards, your concierge, your inspector, everything resides inside that very familiar Lightning page. It's of course unified, as I just explained. It has the power of they're bringing in AI, which is a concierge with automation, with intelligence, with everything. It's a native integration with Salesforce Data Cloud, which we are going to show you today how it's integrated with Data Cloud. Tableau Next, by the way, is built on top of Data Cloud. And I have been told that you don't actually need to be a Data Cloud customer. When you ask for Tableau Next, you automatically get Data Cloud along with it. It also enables natural language processing. So you can put in, there are places in the semantics layer where you can just go and ask that there's a filter I want to create in this, and just put it in. Let's say I want a filter for product X, Y, and Z. Just put that in, and the semantics, the natural language processing AI, which is I think the Einstein layer behind it, is going to create a SQL query for you, which you can also see and edit if you want to. And then, of course, you can ask questions in the concierge layer separately once you create a dashboard of the data set, and it gives you answers. It tells you what is the next step can be and helps you through the whole process. It's not just looking at a dashboard and not understanding what you're looking at. As you can see, it starts with the data layer. Of course, we need data at the very beginning. Then it goes to the semantics layer, which Naveen is going to talk about. Then it's the visualization layer, which is the dashboards and lenses and widgets. Then it's the action layer, which is, of course, because everything is within Salesforce, you can take actions, you can ask questions. All of those things happen there. And this whole thing is one single tab in Lightning. Next slide, and I think next one is yours, Naveen.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Santi. So you have given a good background on Tableau Next. So couple of slides, we are going to see features. What are the different features that we have in Tableau Next? So the first key feature of Tableau Next is basically to ability to unlock the power of your agentic AI with trusted and the unified business data. So with that, whatever you are seeing here in the screenshot as well as a small snippet, we're going to see in action as well. But for now, here what is doing is, so here Tableau Next will bring together all of your critical business information, no matter where it lives, into a single unified model. And what everybody can do is everybody can rely on this particular model, whether it's your business team, whether it's your technical team, or whether it's an agent. So they can rely on the definitions that is being defined over here, in this particular part, and this is where the unified business data feature that is being provided in Tableau Next. And with this, there is a foundation of trusted connected data, and with that, the agentic AI steps into making things even smarter and also more automated, I can say. So in this now, you can quickly model your relationships between across your different data sets. Like here, they have shown about the campaign performance and social engagement, but you can do a simple data modeling. Like if you want to join account with your opportunity and contact detail, you can do it over here. You can give that definition to each of the fields. What does that mean? And the result would be your teams would be spending less time stitching the data together, and it would be having more time getting the real answers, I would say. And also it will be making impactful decisions across your organization. So this level of automation and also the intelligence means the business user will be getting a trusted actionable insights faster than what you are doing in the traditional way. So in this way, your organization can move with greater confidence and also with greater agility as well. So this was our first feature. Talking about the second. So the second feature I want to highlight is how Tableau Next will empower both people as well as AI agents with their pre-built analytics skills. So instead of starting from scratch, so users can tap into a set of powerful, ready-to-use capabilities, and that would be making your life easier and it will be more impactful for everyone across your organization. So let's take a quick look on these three skills that is being built into the platform. So the first is Data Pro. So this is all about helping the analyst to prepare and model their data and also to visualize as well. So it takes care of heavy lifting involved in transforming, exploring the data so that analyst can spend less time on manual prep and more time on uncovering the meaningful insights in the Data Pro. Next is Concierge. So what it will enable for us is you can have a trusted Q&A session for business users. So with Concierge, anyone can simply ask a question about their data in plain language and instantly they can get a reliable answers out of it. So basically, it bridges your gap between your complex data set that you are going to structure it and the everyday decision making uh, decision making based on the organization, whatever they're looking for. Finally, we have the inspector, the third feature in this that is focused on delivering the proactive insights. So what inspector will do is it will continuously monitor your data and your analytics environment, and that would be surfacing the trends. It would be highlighting the anomalies if there are, and making sure nothing important slips through the cracks. And this means the business user will always kept informed with the relevant insights, and it would be automatically delivered to them. So together with these pre-built analytics, this will ensure that everyone from analyst to business user can work smarter, make better decisions, and also they would be getting most value of the organization data. Last feature that we have is that we can take action at any point of sight. So suppose you are empowered to do something with at the moment that you spot on the opportunity, or maybe you identify an issue. So from that, what makes this powerful is basically it will be having an ability to trigger an action directly from your dashboards and reports. For example, if you notice a dip in your customer score or maybe a surge in overdue work orders, so you can immediately kick off a process like assigning a follow up, maybe updating a record directly from here, or you can send a notification as well via your Salesforce flows. So, as I said, we are going to see this in action where all these features are residing, and I'm going to point you out this is the feature that I was talking about. Coming to next, now as we have used this term couple of times, so what exactly Tableau Semantics is? So Tableau Semantics is essentially a centralized business data layer that lives within data cloud. So think of it as the foundation that brings all your important data, calculations, as well as the definition together in one place. So this layer would actually provide the shared definition, calculation, relationships, and so that everyone across your organization is speaking the same language. So keep this thing in mind whenever we say same language. So there would be a one definition and everyone would be aware of it, what that particular definition means, and that is being configured in your semantics layer. And again, needless to say, we are going to see in action. I'll show you how we are going to create one of the definition on the opportunity record and see how everyone is aligned with the same definition. So, as the ending part, so by abstracting away the complexity and also Tableau semantics will make the analytics simpler, and that will ensure everyone is getting the consistent and reliable results no matter what who's building the dashboard or who's running the report. So, with this, there is one more quote. So, I want to take a pause over here for a moment. And on this idea is basically AI without context is just a noise, but semantics will turn it into a clarity. And that's what really the heart wants what we're talking about. So AI on its own can process massive amount of data, but without the right context or maybe without a right understanding, it can be overwhelmed from us with the information that can be misleading or it can be confusing. So that's where the semantics will come into picture. So it gives structure, meaning, as well as the shared understanding to the data so that the AI generated insights can actually make sense and are actionable, and that can drive the business forward. So let's see one of the examples. So I'll just go through at slide level, then we can jump on to the actual demo part. So here is a real world scenario like your sales director or anyone from your organization is asking like how many high value opportunities did we close last year? So currently, if we do not have a semantics layer like a traditional method, so what we can understand as an organization might be there would be a difference definition between your technical team and business team. So on the left hand side, as we can see, the system might misclassify high value. What is the based on the outdated thresholds? Someone will say it is more than 50,000. Someone will say it is less than 50,000, or maybe some other figure around going on. And also they can misinterpret what is last quarter means. What on which field it is depending upon. Is it a close date? Is it a created date? So that's where the anomalies arises, I would say, and the result would be the data is written is technically correct, but it contextually it might be wrong. But now with a semantics layer, so here what it will do is the high value as well as the last quarter are clearly defined and centrally governed. So with this, the agent understands the sales director's intent, and that would be using the business approved terms only. And everything we are going to define at semantics layer. And here the result that we're expecting is the output is accurate, it will be consistent, as well as it will be trusted across your teams and the dashboards. So let's quickly jump on to the demo part. I'll quickly share my Salesforce instance. I'll come back to homepage. And as Anthony also showed you one of the architecture that was just a trailer of it, I would say. So it starts with your data layer. So this is the first layer that we need. Obviously, we need data to visualize. We need data to do some business-driven decisions that we have to make. So this is our data cloud. And as a pre-work, what I have already done is I have already created a data stream of opportunity. And data stream is nothing if you are not having a background on data cloud. So data stream is a pipeline that pull information from your source to data cloud, and that is what I have done. So I have pulled opportunity object from Salesforce instance into our data cloud. So your Salesforce instance can be anywhere. It can be outside of your home org. So this is a home org that I'm using, and I'm pulling the opportunity object, opportunity data from the same Salesforce, or it can be other way around. If you are dealing with multi-org Salesforce environment, you can pull in data from any other Salesforce instance opportunity object. So for now, I have pulled the data stream from this particular instance, and with that, I get high-level information that total records are 683, and with that, it automatically creates your data lake object. So I won't go much into detail on the data cloud now, but it's the data lake objects are automatically created once your data stream is successfully completed. So why there is a difference? First of all, it will keep raw data intact in your data lake object, and from here you can do any transformations, any calculations that you have to do, but it will keep your raw data intact. It won't impact your data lake object. So with this, now we are ready with the data, and as per the requirement, if I reiterate, we are going to showcase the same example that the sales director is asking how many high value opportunities we have closed last quarter. So for that, let's now jump into our Tableau Next instance. So after doing all the setups, licensing, the profile setup, everything is done, and after that I'm able to see our Tableau Next over here from via app launcher. Let's click on this, and that would navigate you to the home screen of your Tableau Next. Now, just to give you a background, if you're from CRM Analytics background, in that we usually have a concept called apps, and inside apps we have all our data set, we have our dashboards, we have lenses, the ad hoc reports that we create. But it's a bit different in our Tableau Next. So here we call it as workspaces. So even if your background of the actual Tableau product as a Tableau desktop, so there is also a concept of workspace. Inside that you create worksheets and so on. But now coming to Tableau Next, here would be a couple of workspaces that are already there, and you can just filter out if you want to see only the dashboards, if you want to see visualizations, and so on. So for now, our focus is at app level, and this is what I'm going to show you how we are going to deal with first semantic layer, and then we'll come at the visualization layer. So as part of demo, so I have already created this analytics order, that is the workspace, and inside this now it will give you more understanding how many dashboards are there inside this particular workspace. Same goes with how many visualizations are there. You can open it individually. Now this is where your starting point is. This is where you have to define your data. This is a semantics model that is associated only with this particular workspace, and this is the data. So here it can be from the opportunity that you can handle directly from semantics model that I'm going to show you inside our semantics model that has been already prepared. So let me quickly open this. So I have already imported our opportunity data lake object, but if you are new, so what we can do is we can add a data object from here. There is a button over here. You can click on this and you'll get uh, your all the data that is being relying on in the data cloud. So that is where one of the point again, and then you said that it is integrated with your data cloud as well as Agentforce. So this will show you all the data lake objects, all the data model objects that is there in your data cloud. So we have already extracted opportunity into our data cloud, and that is what I'm using in our semantics layer for now. So now let's create one of the definitions. So we have to understand what is actually the high value opportunity is. So for that, let me quickly create one of the calculated field, and inside calculated field, so here there is a feature in which you can create a calculated field with the help of an Einstein AI. So here I'll be just writing a quick text which has already been there, but I'll just explain it to you. So here what I'm trying to do is here I'm writing a text that I need to create a field that will categorize the opportunity opportunities as high value if the amount is greater than 50,000. Otherwise, it will label as a regular opportunity. So this is the normal text you can write. You can write anything, whatever you want, but I have just predefined it. And with that, let's click on this draft with Einstein, and that will give you a suggestion. So after this point, you can take the suggestions. You can, if you want to name it differently, you can name it differently, but I'll just keep it same as this is categorizing our opportunity value. And this is what the formula looks like. So opportunity dot amount greater than 50,000, it is then considered as high value. Otherwise, it will be a regular. Let's quickly validate. This will give you a small green tick over here that would give you assurance that there is no syntax error and you can go ahead with this formula. Let's quickly save this, and what it does is it will create a calculated field that will show as opportunity value category. Now let's jump on to our, again, the workspace, and I'll open my existing order dashboard. So I just wanted to show you how look and feel. Here it is different from your Tableau desktop or CRM Analytics, but the overall skeleton would be same, I would say. So this is the existing dashboard, nothing to look into, nothing to worry about. We are now focusing on one of the asks that our sales director has asked. So let's do a quick visualization of what we have just created. So there are a couple of ways that you can do visualizations. So one is in your existing dashboard, you can utilize this icon as visualization and you can drag and drop anywhere. Or the other way, if you can do it at workspace level as well, you can click on this add button and you will be getting a new dashboard from here. Let me come back to my existing dashboard. So let's add visualization. So this will give you a suggestion which are pre-built dashboards, pre-built visualizations that you can use. So this is where a concept of reusable component takes place. So even if from your team, I would say if someone is creating a visualization that you want to see that you want to reuse it, you can directly select it from here. But for now, let me quickly create a new visualization that would be taking your semantics layer that been already associated with your workspace. So there is no change. This is your semantic model, and let's select this one. So somehow this would be giving you a feeling of your Tableau desktop or Tableau cloud screen that you get to do the visualization. So now here our aim is to get the high value opportunity. So just to show you at visualization layer how it seems. So let me quickly get the opportunity name. And next, the field, the calculated field that we created was this one, the opportunity value category. So let me put this as well. This will give a categorization. Let me pull as well, so that will be easy for us to distinguish. Let me do it discrete, and this will give you based on this. So few of the opportunities to highlight, it is more than 50,000. That means it's high value. This one is less than 50,000. It is a regular opportunity. Now, as a requirement, if they want to see only your high value opportunity, you can quickly drag and drop your filter, and this will give you only high value opportunity. Now, if you remember, we were talking about the concept of our Q&A, the concierge service. Like the sales director don't want to rely on the team, and he or she directly wants to type over a simple plain question and ask an agent. So let's see how it works. So I'll quickly save this visualization and come back to my dashboard. So this is just at a visualization layer, but now we have to see our agentic agent force service that we have. So it is again integrated with your agent force as well, and as well as with your data cloud. Now let's start typing here. I'll start with a plain simple question. How many total high value opportunities are there. So this will take a while, and it will analyze the data, how many total high value opportunities are there, and that would be giving us a count. So for now, we have just given a definition on high value. You can give your definition in last quarter as well. Like, what does last quarter mean to you or mean to the business? Is it the same as your close date? Is it based on the created date? So that all definition you can write it. You can create a calculated fields. You can do a sales metric as well, and from that it will give you uh, the definition of that particular fields, I would say, or the attributes. So with this has given the results that there are total 181 unique high value opportunity, but our sales director is interested only for last quarter. So let's just write in a plain text, or how many high value opportunities was closed last quarter. So again, this will take a while. So this is asking a couple of more questions. So we can have, I need your help. What value in the opportunity close field? So let me say as true. So with this, it clarified that there is one more field, opportunity dot closed. So it should be true, yes, or it should be closed. So that's what it clarified. And after that, it shows there were 4 unique high value opportunities that were closed last year. But we will not stop here. We need to understand which all 4 opportunities were there. So I'll be just asking which were those. And let's see if it gives us the result. All 4 opportunities. Perfect. So with that, it has given a text just to understand which all 4 opportunities were there, including the ID and the name of the opportunity. There are few customization options available. Like from here only, you can navigate to that particular opportunity and directly check those opportunity if those are high value or not. And couple of more features that I highlighted in our presentation, like the action. So from here, from the dashboard itself, you can configure the action. So suppose here is a component that I have to define an action. So here is a tab. You can navigate to your salesforce.com from the dashboard itself. But if you want to update a record, or if you want to send an email or something like that, or any issue has arisen, so with that you can trigger Salesforce flow as well. So this is how, this is the whole end-to-end flow of your Tableau Next that got the data from your data cloud, and from there we did the visualization, We did definition in the semantics layer, and from there you can start doing the visualization as well as taking the actions from your dashboard. Coming back to the presentation, so this is what we just saw, how easily we can now rely upon your the results that we're getting from your dashboard because of the semantics layer, and where everyone is now aligned with the definition like what the high value opportunity means. So that is it. I would like Santhony to take over, and why don't you go through the architecture overview? Where does the Tableau Next and semantic layer sits?
Thanks, Naveen. Before coming to that, there have been some questions coming and I have been answering them. One of them is, does Tableau Next cost additional licenses? Yes, Tableau Next is additional licenses. And though it uses cloud as the base, it is still consumption based because ultimately you are using data cloud. That's, at least that is what we have been told. So yes, you do have to pay extra for getting Tableau Next. Um, well, Tableau Next apply the security and respond the data only based on those. Yes, Tableau Next will have security inbuilt in it. If it isn't yet, it is coming. But yes, security is a massive part of it. I guess, how is this different from Snowflake? I have not used Snowflake, but from what I understand, Snowflake is your data warehouse. This is not a data warehouse. This is your analytics layer. You can do a lot of analytics there. You can. It's not just hosting the data. It's joining all your random data sets that exist in Snowflake or AWS or Azure or Salesforce, bringing everything together and creating one giant data set that then you can use anywhere you want. Having said giant data set, I would caution you, please never create a giant data set joining everything together. That's not a great solution. But okay, back to this. Salesforce platform, enterprise. This is, of course, enterprise proven. It's API first, as Salesforce always says. It's also low code or no code, which is also a motto of Salesforce. So, keeping all those things in mind, the way it starts is the semantic layer, which Navin was going through till now, is all the different data sources that you can pull through. So all your Salesforce data sources, your marketing data sources, your cloud storage, which I was just talking about, your webs and mobile apps, your APIs that you can do, your data cloud connectors, MuleSoft, AWS, Snowflake, Google, BigQuery, everything. And of course, CRM Analytics datasets. If you have CRM Analytics datasets living in CRM Analytics, you can also join them. So, having said that, then you have a connection, which is the batch ingestion, which also Naveen talked about. You have real time integration, which I pointed out that this is real time. You are not actually creating a static data set yet. It doesn't exist as of today. It might come on a later date, but as of now, everything is real time. There is zero copy, and then it's a Tableau published data sources. So all of these are, they exist. Semantic layer, of course, is the semantic models you saw, the metrics and goals, and the predictive models that you just saw Naveen go through. Then all of this, what does it do is it helps you consume the data set or whatever you're creating out of that into BI tools and agentic analytics. So Tableau Next, CRM Analytics, all of those. In addition to that, your reporting, so enterprise reporting becomes available. Your pulse data, if you're using that, becomes available, becomes easier. And of course, it's a customer 360 application, so you can embed it not just in Salesforce records, but you can embed it in the near future, even for your customers who are on Experience Cloud. So that's coming, but not yet there. Next slide, please, Naveen. Okay, last but uh, not the least, other Tableau products and CRM Analytics and Tableau Next. So Tableau desktop lives where it is. Tableau server exists. Tableau cloud exists. Tableau prep exists. And then this box that we see in the middle is the Tableau Next now, and of course CRM Analytics. So none of them are going away, because when Tableau Next came up, the first question we asked was that what is going away, and we were told nothing is going away. One massive reason behind that is there are clients who are so embedded into CRM Analytics or so embedded into Tableau and Tableau Prep that it is very difficult for them to move away. Maybe in future, maybe a few years from now, and I'm not saying next year or 2 years from now, in somewhere in the future, yes, there will be a tool where you can convert a CRM Analytics or a Tableau dashboard into Tableau Next. It doesn't exist today. Similarly, everything that is there in CRM Analytics and Tableau, they continue developing. There is a roadmap well into the future for all of this. So none of this is going away. They will continue being developed, and they're continuing getting us new features and things that we have been asking for a very long time. We do have a few more questions coming up. Phil, as I already said, it's not replacing anything. And I'll give you about a little more about CRM Analytics. Uh, so where is the logic built? Where is the logic that we built be created in the real data cloud environment? That is the semantics layer that Naveen was showing. It's a little different from CRM Analytics, but everything that I have seen, like append, join, they exist, but it does get created in real time. And once you create the semantic layer, it stays as is. So anyone accessing the semantic layer, even if they don't have access to edit the semantic layer, they can still see the data behind the scene. They still have access to the data. So that also isn't going away or will not go away. Batch data transformation for bulk data and streaming transformation for real world. Yes, data cloud is better than transform, but also because if you have millions and rows of data, it might take a little while, and it will not be a 3-second opening of millions of rows anymore. But those are the concerns that have already been voiced by the ambassadors who have access to this, to the uh, to the Tableau Next team, and they are looking into making everything better. uh, I saw in the roadmap they want to deliver a product to convert. Yes, it's on the roadmap. That's what I was saying, but it is not coming up anytime soon because there are things in Tableau Next as of now that need to start working like CRM Analytics does, but it isn't there yet. Some of our recipes take an hour to run. In real world, no copy, yes. How will this work? It's not known yet because all that, at least from a real world, I have seen only, I think, Atrium has some real world clients doing this. I haven't seen a real world example yet on Tableau Next. Honestly, everything that we are seeing is what we have been given access to behind the scene. So until that comes up and someone throws a billion rows like you can in CRM Analytics and sees how much time it takes with all the security and all the joins and all the things that we do to get one data set, it's not known yet. Uh, Sandbox, I don't know about the sandbox part yet because the sandboxes we have been given access to have very specific data and very specific instructions on how to look at it. So maybe contact your AE or maybe contact Salesforce directly and ask them about that. Uh, how long does it take generally to set up Tableau Next? Takes time, but I'm going to come to all the rest of the questions a little later. I mean, your next slide, please, before we answer the more Tableau Next questions. Thank you. So CRM Analytics, Phil, you were asking about that. So you have already seen what came out in spring. You have already seen what came out in summer, which was 2 weeks back. Uh, Winter and post winter, these already exist. So we know post winter 2026, there are things coming, which means at least for the next 2 years, nothing is going away from CRM Analytics. And there is a massive amount of development that is happening. And this comes directly from Salesforce PMs. It's not something Naveen and I made up, it comes from Salesforce PMs. So uh, you will be able to understand better and see where it's going. Nothing, as we keep saying, nothing is going away, everything exists, and everything will remain as is. Naveen, all yours.
Thank you so much, Sandani. So let's quickly see a couple of real world benefit. Now coming back to our Tableau Next thing. So as Sandani explained, CRM Analytics is not going anywhere. It will be here to stay, and both are built on Salesforce platform for sure, but would be having a good differentiation between both of the products. Now, talking about the real world benefits of Tableau Next. So, first is governance. As I told you, so it'll ensure the KPIs that we have across all the dashboard will be consistent with the help of our semantics layer. Speed, it will speed up our AI insights with the predefined logic that we're keeping. So, with that, eventually, we would be having trust. So, stakeholders can trust us, customers can trust us in the organization that, okay, everyone is talking same language, same business language, and that's where we need in the end. So that's where it will establish the trust as well on the data that we share or the actions that we take after the data has been transformed or whatever the insights that we are getting. Scalability. So this is it actually supports the enterprise-wide rollout of the government analytics. So that's where the product is enough scalable and it would be having more speed in future as well. So while this is taking a time whenever you're asking to an agent, but once that agent model is being trained enough, and after that once you start typing the question, you'll be getting the response as quick as possible that we saw today. With that, the summary of our presentation. Tableau Semantics is basically a trusted data layer in which you can trust, you can define your definitions of all the attributes that you have. Tableau Next is something that we can see that trust on the data layer. So that is a smart experience layer that you can see on the visualization. And together it provides your contextual AI, it accelerates the insights as well as it is the governed at the enterprise level. So now as we were started the presentation that there is a need, so now here there is a future of analytics that is now governed, intelligent, as well as it is having a business context awareness. So with that, I would like you to scan this because this has been recently released by Salesforce. So this will give you all the information from right to start, how you can configure it, how you can start using Tableau Next. You can do your learning path. So this has been recently released, I guess, 2 weeks back or 3 weeks back. So you can quickly take out your phone and scan this QR code. Okay. Anyway, with this, the recordings will be available over YouTube. So once I'll close this event, maybe by tomorrow or day after tomorrow, you'll be getting a notification with all the required links. And with that, we can take a Q&A session. We have 9 minutes left. So, yeah. Any other questions that we may have missed out?
Summer, Supram, your question about Tableau Next versus CRMA, it's what clients have or which one they want to pay for and how do they want to see the data. It's completely dependent on the product they're developing, the analytics they want to use. Suggesting is not something that we can take lightly. So I would say contact the PMs in Tableau Next, or contact Mark Tossel, who knows both the products, and he might be able to give you a better guideline on which product to use, because it will vary from uh, for every company and every client.
Any more questions? So Nicholas asked for the presenter mode. So if you have any questions, you can unmute yourself and ask. Or
Thanks a lot for the effort and for organizing this. We really appreciate that. So one of the main concerns, and I don't know if there is anything that we can disclose or that is available there, but one of the main concerns for the organization I work for is that well, the transition from a license-based let's say product to a more consumption in terms of data cloud. So the way it's seen is like the recipes and the data flows, they are pretty efficient and they are license based, but in terms of like moving that to data cloud to use Tableau Next, in terms of the consumption based model, well, there are some concerns in that front. I don't know, is there, if there is any additional insights that you might have in terms of what will be the impact in terms of costs and so on and so, like around that part, because that's kind of the main pushback I've been hearing. And that will be the question.
Santhan, did you hear? I'm just typing the answer to
Uh,
X.
I could not catch half of it. It was cutting off for
Yes.
me.
Oh, was I cutting off?
Yeah,
Okay, no, maybe summarizing everything is like the main concern that some organizations have. The organization, particularly the one I work for, is the costs of the tool. Is there a way to compare the cost of using CRMA to Tableau Next?
right. It's something I asked the Tableau PMs literally last week. Uh, and no, they don't have an answer for that yet. They are still thinking about how the licenses are going to work and how much they are going to cost in the future, and how they because this is based on a consumption model instead of per license based. So that's why they are not giving a straight answer as to how comparable it is or how much it is going to cost. And this was last week, so I'm giving you the fresh news that I heard.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
That's
uh,
one. Yeah.
yeah, you want to take that?
Yeah. So Anum Shahid is asking for Tableau Next. We need to connect our data lake to data cloud. I'm not sure if it is framed correct, but yeah, if you want to get the data into your Tableau Next, you have to have a connection with your data cloud. And in eventually in data cloud, there are different set of objects like data stream object, there is data lake object, and data model object. So you need to connect your uh, data lake to data cloud, and then you can use it in Tableau Next. Okay, perfect. We have 4 minutes, but if you don't have any questions, I guess we can then wind up. But if you have, we can utilize this time. Yeah, and there would be more these type of sessions. And if you're also interested, do reach out to us. If you want to present it for the Bay group, you can reach out to me. But if you want to present it for a US group, you can reach out to Sayantani at any point of time. Thank you so much. Thanks everyone. Okay, perfect. Let's wind up. So thank you so much again for joining this session. I hope this was informative, and we are going to keep on posting the new events that are coming. It will be more focused again on the whole data stack that we have. And would like to thank Santani again to join me as a co-speaker. So looking forward for more sessions as well.
Thanks for inviting me.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.